So what's up, peoples? Mia peoples? People are people, whatever. So the two people that are watching this is I want to follow up. I've been posting about this prototype drone, the NazgulF5 F5, and super cool drone. It's got these. I'm going to show you some close-ups, but it's got a bunch of extra little things that make the iFlight way cooler to fly. And I think provides a lot of protection. It's a really great drone. So the last two videos that I showed were during my birthday weekend. I haven't flown really for a week. I flew once last weekend, and then I didn't get out again until yesterday. And I really wanted to test these things out to give some feedback. And man, I really like these. So let me know what you guys think. If anybody sees this, by the time this is popular, there'll be millions of channels with millions of views, and you'll probably never see this. But hey, lucky me, my 200 subscribers. Yeah, that's right. So, all right, let's take a look at the weight and the stats on these. So these are the two quads that are probably the best quads that I own, but I can't even say best quads. The Nazgul in the dead cat configuration, I don't care for that much. It really has a weird flip through the air. I have another dead cat, and it doesn't quite flip the same way. So it could be the rates, but the rates out of the box I just don't care for. So in my going back and forth trying to figure out what I wanted, I looked at the diatome Roma. I made a couple videos, and then I had the opportunity to check out this F5. Now, the F5 is basically the same drone as the V2. As far as I can tell, everything on it is the same. Now, the capacitor is not there. There's a capacitor up in here, soldered straight to the board. So I don't know why that is. Like I said, this is the prototype, so it's hard to say. But this thing has some really cool features that I'm just stoked about. So as you can see, it has these side gates all the way around it. Very similar to the Nazgul, except the Nazgul has some lights. Now, I had to fix something in the Nazgul, and it took me 2 hours to just get it open and get going on it. And I was like, okay, I'm not really digging this. So I went to do something on these new prototypes, and lo and behold, I realized that I'm not as big a fan of the Nazgul as I thought I was. Even though it doesn't fly right, I've been sort of in awe of the technology. But what I found here is I needed to plug in my my flight controller, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. But then it wasn't, because this is just flexible plastic that just opens. So it can open from the front, and it just pops right off. So it's like a flexible plastic that acts as a side gate, and they just pop back in. So if I want to get to the Vista unit, it just slides open. And what's cool about it is that they sort of snap together. So once this one's in and then this one's in, they snap together, and they don't open unless you take them apart in the same order. Come on, get in there. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. I think I am supposed to go in from the back first. I have to look. It tells you an order, and I'm not very good with directions. Yeah, you go in from the back first. So once you have that on, as you can see, I've been flying this one a ton, and I was taking it off to test, and you can see that the grass is sort of pooled up here, but the air, so these come sealed. I drilled 2 holes here. On this version, they were sealed up, maybe to make them tougher. There seems to be plenty of air there, but I went ahead and drilled 2 holes here to open this up. As you can see on this gray version, it comes with the holes open. So this one was out of the box the best drone I've ever flown. So I just wanted to sort of give you an overview of these, because I think that personally it's as good or better drone. So I come here, I zero this, and this baby is 606. And then this one is 440 plus a battery. So 632. So it's 25 grams heavier. And it's probably this battery block. So these battery blocks are super cool because they go on and they can go on forward or backwards. And these battery blocks allow you to snap your battery cord down, and then this cannot get in the way of the props. So it acts a lot like the Nazgul. Now, this is the drone that I flew yesterday. If you look at the test flight at the baseball field and at the bridge overpass, I flew this over and over and over again with zero issues. So this is the 6-cell version. This is the 4-cell version, and I find these to be much more relaxing to fly than the Nazgul, yet I can do everything the same. So I just want to put this out there. I think this is a cool addition to the lineup, and I think that it sort of bridges that gap between the NazgulF5 and the evoque. The evoque's hard to find. It's $100 more, maybe $150 more. So when you go apples to apples, I don't really think the evoque is worth it unless you're going to fly at night, pitch black, and not be able to see. But that's me. So anyways, so that's it. You've seen the drones. You've seen sort of the way that these new skirts protect it, and I can't say enough about it. Now, the difference, as far as I can tell, is the Nazgul has thicker arms, but it's also got a channel down the middle. So I don't know that it's stronger or not. I haven't broken any arms. I fly batshit crazy. I do stupid things all the time. I've hit some things full speed. I haven't really broken anything. I knocked a motor out. I bent the bell. That's about the only thing that I really damaged. I messed up a speed control because I forgot to hit disarm while it was upside down during the first week of flying. And one of my motors overheated, killed the speed control on a different drone. So, but otherwise, I haven't found a need for these drones with these extra super thick parts. If you hit hard enough to break this, you're probably going to rip a motor off or tear something else up, break your camera. So these super thick arms, I mean, I think that they're overkill even on the other drones. So the flight stack is an F7 standard flight stack on these NazgulF5 prototypes. The flight stack on this is slightly different. I ordered a replacement. I'm going to go over it and see what the difference is when it comes in. I also ordered a couple replacement motors because, like I said, the only thing I've ever damaged is a motor. So why not just have spares of everything? So anyways, if you haven't, check out the video of me flying at the baseball park. I really like this thing, man. I barely even sell or fly this Nazgul. I'm more likely to sell it than fly it again. So anyways, if anybody's watching, I hope this is helpful. I hope that you guys get out there and pick up on these and fly them, because, man, the V2 prototype or V2 Nazgul with these skirts on it, they're awesome. So anyways, deuces. What are you guys still doing here? You act like there's something fishy. Like you're trying to catch me in something. And you did. Because I made these on my 3D printer. And I'm going to make a video to teach you how you can make parts for your drone. From sketching it up, coming up with ideas, 3D printing it, everything you need. So these are just an idea that I had to try to make the drones that I like more like the NazgulF5 or the Nazgul evoque. So that's what I did. So I'll give you guys a close-up, another video, teach you how I did it. And if you've got a SLA printer, you can print Flexi on. They won't be as clean, but you can do it. And if you've got a SLA printer, which is resin, then you can do some really cool stuff. So watch out for that video. Check out the one of me flying this thing. I really love these V2s. I really don't see a reason for the evoque, but it's just me. I'm strange. Deuces.